take John Ireland, who worked for the Lakers station, 710 LA, right?
Yeah.
Now, on his show, him and the Mason and Ireland show, they was reading tweets, which is like reading emails, whatever, right? And here's the thing the media does. They just pick and choose what fits they, whatever they want to say at the time, right? So he was on there, and they was reading emails. Now listen to this right here.
Okay.
About Dwight Howard. I'll just read some of it coming in on Twitter at LA Ireland and Twitter at LA Mace. This from Nick Harvey. Dwight's actions are hoping to get him traded. He should just be a man and come out and say, trade me.
Yep.
This from condescending Laker fan.
Oh,
Ireland, you are really being unfair, almost offensive to me as a black man, how you can easily pile on. So apparently he feels there's a racial component.
What's the racial component?
That Dwight's black, I guess. But I don't know. But so is Kobe, and I'm siding with Kobe.
I don't know how race.
But I mean, there are people that see race in everything.
No, we see race when there is race.
Right.
Okay, we don't see it in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't you criticize Steve Blake? This man make $4 million and scores -7 a game.
Right.
Steve Nash ain't played like an MVP.
There you go.
And remember a couple years ago, what's that player they had on their team? No, Bill Walton's son.
Oh, Luke Walton.
Luke.
Right.
Remember, and the fans, every time he touched the ball, they would go, Luke. You know how many points he averaged a game?
2.
About the same as me and you.
Right.
Nothing, man. He didn't even get in the game. Guess how much money he was making?
How much?
$5 million a year.
Wow. To average 2 points a game?
Sometimes he was getting more DNPs.
Wow.
You know, did not play.
Yeah.
Coach's decision or whatever. Making $5 million a year.
Where's he at now? He's still in the NBA?
That's my whole point. I think he got traded to Cleveland. He came in that one deal for the Rashawn Sessions or whatever.
But he's no longer.
So I just want you to know, Ireland.
Yeah.
No, you guys bring up race. Let me give you a prime example of how ESPN will just bring up race. Now here's something. Okay. I'm gonna play this clip for you. This is Stephen A. Smith on First Take.
Right.
And they're talking about what happened was anonymous Pittsburgh Steelers said something about Lamar Woodley. About he came in out of shape.
Right.
Now, that's all the topic is about.
Okay.
Now, listen to this clip right here.
Okay.
But if you talking behind a dude's back, giving anonymous quotes and creating friction, when you are an African-American coach, it has an effect. And I'm just saying that to you, Skip, because I want to look into the Steelers locker room right now and tell them, if you love your coach, Mike Tomlin, don't let something like this happen. Because you never know when it can cost them. That's what I wanted to say.
Wow.
Now, what does that have to do with him being a black coach? Every team has players doing that. Right. Everybody's making anonymous coaches. White coaches have players doing that. White coaches lose their team.
Yeah. And you know what? Every time a race issue comes up on ESPN, they always have Stephen A. Smith as a front man, seems like to me. That's just my opinion.
Oh, like he's like their Rach Hatchet or something.
Right. Yeah, he the one. They got to put him out there before they start talking about it. You
right.
know, they'll use a black face, not just Stephen A., but they'll use anybody when it's a race issue.
Right. It's almost like they're in the production meeting going, okay, well, we want to talk about race, but we got, can one of you brothers do it for us? Because, you know, can one of you guys do it for us?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's
that's funny, man.
Yeah, and that always happens.
And what I don't understand is, and Stephen A., he always talk about how he is a real journalist.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Man, I don't care. This man used more anonymous sources than anybody in the history of the journalism.
Not more than Chris Broussard.
Not more than him, but we're going to get to him in a minute.
Right.
But let me tell you something. Stephen A., he going to bring up out of nowhere, Popovich yelled at Dwight Howard in the huddle at the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Now, no one has confirmed that. I'm not saying it happened or not, but he'll just say it. But what gets me, let's say that it's true or it's not true. No one know if it's true yet. They just take it because one of their colleagues wrote about it.
Right.
But the rest of the media run with it like, man, Dwight, everybody's getting on Dwight.
Yeah.
Even Coach Popovich got on him in the All-Star game.
So he must have a problem.
Right. They just be making stuff up, him and Broussard. Yeah. Think about Broussard. Name one trade in the last 3 or 4 years since he's been the NBA analysis, right?
Right.
Analysis. Analyst. I'm sorry. Name one trade he done got right.
My whole lifetime, I haven't heard him get one right.
In your whole lifetime?
Since I've been watching him, man.
He ain't. Think about this year. Up at the trading deadline was yesterday, right?
Okay.
He was talking about 10 different trades all the way up into the trading deadline.
Josh Smith and all
everybody.
And the trades that took place, we don't even know who they are.
Exactly, except J.J. Redick. That's it.
But
not one of his trades went down.
None of them.
So what's happening is these GMs, either he lying or the GMs is lying to him.
Well, in my opinion, this dude, Chris Broussard, he likes to live vicariously through NBA players. He just like being around them. That's his whole shtick. It's just to be around them. I think he probably tried to be a baller at one point and didn't make it.
He's still coming from the house eating his sandwich.
Right. Trying to get a jumper.
It amazes me that these guys are supposed to be professional journalism on ESPN. I can't believe how they can just make up stuff without anyone confirming it. And they'll say it like it's Bond.
Right. But you know what's funny about that now that you brought that up? Why does the black products have problems like what we're talking about? And the football, they have more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking from that point of view right now.
And problems in terms of what?
I'm talking about when they do the football commentary, it's like it's put more together. They get the best.
Right.
We get Chris Broussard for basketball. You know, we get the sorry people. You know, I ain't gonna say sorry. Seem like
we don't ever get the best.
Right.
That's how they do that.
We get Chris Broussard lying. I mean, making up stuff.
The biggest liars on the motherfucking planet.
We get Stephen A. Smith trying to be professional, I guess you can call it, or trying to be the man.
Right, because he always say, and I told him to his face.
Right.
Man, are you a professional journalist or you a brother in the hood walking around?
Well, first of all, you snitched on Allen Iverson. Remember when he did that?
Oh, yeah. He'll bring that up right now today.
Allen Iverson, he was going around telling what Allen Iverson was doing at his house.
That's amazing.
Smoking blunts or whatever, you know.
Wow.
And Stephen F. was writing about it.
Wow.
Man, and I guess they had a beef.
I'm going to call him right now.
Oh, yeah, call him, man.
Hello? Is dumbass Stephen A. Smith at home? Oh, he ain't home. All right.
Okay.
Well, tell me.
Snitches get stitches for snitching in the hood, man. Snitches get stitches for snitching in the hood, man. Snitches get stitches for snitching in the hood, man. Snitches get stitches.
All right, on to the next subject. And speaking of